Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Boykin on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Boykin. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Boykin finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From midfield now, Boykin. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. That his first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Boykin. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Play action. Now Boykin. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
A first carry down for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. Here's McKinnon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners have taken the early lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Boykin on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Flex round! Flex round!
2nd and 10. It's Boykin again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flex round! Flex round!
3rd and long for Boykin. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo on 1st down. A dump down to McKinnon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a... So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, Ohio!
From the shotgun, Boykin. And that's complete to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Ohio! Ohio!
Off the play fake, Boykin. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Boykin. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Antonio Gates, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are in for 6. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Toss play to McKinnon. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to help him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every.
In the end, to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Ohio!
Throwing here, Boykin on first. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the interception, here's Boykin. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Chargers have taken the early lead over the Broncos. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run once more with McKinnon. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
13.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Boykin on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Boykin throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run again now with Darquan. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Los Angeles. The offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun, Boykin. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. Let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now Mannion with his first toss since coming in. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now the rookie from Tennessee, John Kelly. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Kelly. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about putting people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, this is Kelly. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mannion. And this is going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Garoppolo to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll keep it in the hands of Kellen. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Rams on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Mannion. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.